How you doing? We had an amazing day today. I'm here today with field staff Dave Greiser for Turkey Hunting 24/7, and I'll tell you, we ran into a situation today that was absolutely the ultimate obstacle that we've ever had to deal with. And Dave, talk to us a little bit about how this went down and dealing with obstacles overall with turkey hunting.
Now, you know as well as I do that turkey hunting is never textbook. We always think it's going to be textbook in the tree in the morning. You've got them roosted. You're going to land at your feet, and it's over.
Last year's perfect example of that. Never ended up on film.
No. But, it's just the way it is. It's turkey hunting,
Yep.
and you like it for that,
Yep.
So you never know if they're going to run around you, but whatever the case may be. But there's always an obstacle in the way, it seems like. No matter what happens, there's always some little snag that's going to emphasize your hunt. It could turn good into bad or bad into worse. It's just the way it is.
You've got, especially around the Northeast, we got stone walls.
Stone walls are
streams, blowdowns. There's
Rivers,
a million
rock
different
piles, big trees, small trees.
Yep.
Whatever, and a lot of times, especially like I always thought, stone walls used to be like a little bit of a thorn.
Yeah, the taboo.
The taboo. You don't want to be behind a stone wall. Exactly.
Yeah.
Today we had the biggest taboo, I would have thought, was the Connecticut River, which is, who would have figured?
400, 500 yards
500
across?
yards across, plus the bird was probably in the woods a good another 150 yards.
Yep.
And it was dead calm condition today, so your call, carried right across there. And we're calling this direction through a thicket, which was probably another obstacle that I would have never thought we would have dragged a bird through, but we got to start with somewhere. And the bird gobbles on the other side of the river.
The next town, literally.
The next town.
I mean,
yeah.
And you put 400, 500 yards on something, just that river is a quarter of a mile.
Easily, absolutely.
So how far was that bird,
He's over there.
and on and
He's
on.
on the other
But
side of the river.
go ahead. I mean, what did you decide to do?
Well, you hear a bird gobble. Nobody's walking away from that. You know
Right.
that as well as I do. We're not going to continue on just because he's on it. You got to give him a chance.
I wasn't swimming, though.
No, we weren't swimming. And we didn't have your retriever.
No.
So we just looked for the most open area. If it were to happen, what would the bird do? I mean, birds fly everywhere. We know that.
Yep.
They do fly rivers and everything. But, we don't witness it. And we certainly don't ever hunt one on the other side of the river.
Exactly.
So we went to the most open area that was closest to us.
Yep.
And we set up real quick, and we just started calling, or you started calling. And that happened quicker than a bird that we had earlier that was 70 yards in front of us with an obstacle of maybe
a blowdown.
A blowdown in a small creek.
Yeah. Yep.
This bird here came off that ridge, and we really don't know if he flew up in a tree and then glid across this river. But he was there within
minutes.
We weren't even ready. It was a joke, actually. We were just sitting down.
I'm doing a cutaway, basically kind of creating the story with the video. And all right, here's Dave talking about the thing, and I pan out to do a call to get the bird to gobble on the other side of the river.
Right.
And as I'm doing it,
he's right here.
there he is.
We're busy swatting mosquitoes, and we're not even completely, or even close to being ready.
Your scope wasn't on, your gun wasn't up.
Nope.
I mean, nothing.
Nothing.
And there he is looking at us.
He's right there.
And that's exactly
30
the point.
yards.
Yeah, and you smoked him.
Yeah.
Dude, it was awesome.
He gave me the opportunity because obviously I had to make sure that you got him in the film.
Yeah, I had him, and you're like, "Do you have him?" I say, "Yeah."
I had him,
and he's like, "My scope's not on."
I had to turn the scope on. I said, "Hey, we'll be right with you in a minute.
Yeah. You
Don't go anywhere. Just hang out there a minute." And
we'll
he
make
did.
you a star.
He cooperated, and it was amazing. I was like, "You got to be kidding me!" I mean, but you got to look at his point of view. He went
just
a
flew
long
that whole way.
I'm not leaving quite yet until I know exactly that.
This isn't my girlfriend here.
Exactly.
But that's the exact point. Is that we ultimately want to try to not deal with obstacles. We want to avoid those stone walls, like you said. We want to avoid those blowdowns, like we dealt with this morning, first thing. All these situations that can hang up a bird, but never give up on a bird just because of them. And today, the Connecticut River was basically like
a giant obstacle.
Well, it
you would
was.
think.
but it was kind of like the stairs. Okay, I'd rather walk through a doorway from one room to another, but I will walk upstairs. You know, it's no big deal.
True.
And this was just kind of that stairway in this bird's home.
Yep.
I'm sure he flies across it every other day,
Always,
or you
probably
know,
day in and day out. You know.
So just because there's an obstacle there,
Yep.
if it's part of that bird's everyday routine, don't give up on it. Because I'll tell you what, like you did today and said, let's set up on him, let's give him a chance, he's right here. So, dude.
That was incredible, Matt.
I got to chalk it up as one of my top hunts ever.
I agree. Who would ever figure?
I never would have expected something like that.
You know.
So keep that in mind, and hopefully it's going to make you successful next time you hit the turkey woods. Hunt hard and hunt safe. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
That was
Good
unbelievable,
job.
brother.